It's time for another episode of Rotten Mournings.
The best way to start your mornings off rotten.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Rotten Morning to everyone.
Indeed.
And welcome to another episode of Rotten Morning.
I'm so glad I was able to get on this episode.
As am I.
Seems like something weird happened yesterday.
Lots weird happened yesterday. Yep. Well, guys, I'm Scott Autry.
I'm Matt.
And we're your host for today.
Yes, as long as Scott doesn't fall asleep in his car while we're having this podcast, we're good to go.
Wouldn't it be nice if I snored a nice little snore like that?
It would be. Instead, it's like,
yeah, not that me and Matt sleep together.
I mean, not exclusively.
Yeah, ladies.
Laddies. You mean laddies.
Ladies, that's what we are. What on earth? What is happening? This podcast has already turned to shit.
Yep. Yay! I'm so glad I'm
back. Dude, I'm glad you're back too. I'm gonna edit all that out.
Yeah. You know, it's weird how yesterday I was on the podcast and you just like edited it so well that it was almost like I wasn't there. I thought that was really weird.
I just felt like your contributions weren't good.
I mean, I'm not going to dispute that claim.
That was a typo. I meant my contributions. I'm not going to dispute that claim.
No, you got no argument here, buddy.
Cool. High five.
High five.
Oh, great, man. Well, dude, we've got a lot to cover about stuff that's happened over the last couple of days. So do you want to just go ahead and dive into that, or did you want to tell a fanciful story about breakfast?
I don't have any breakfast stories. Okay, Brandy did get me the gummy bear monster mashes.
What?
I mean, they're like gummy versions, but they're just like the Monster Mash cereal. And that's she's awesome. Ordered me a box of the Monster Mash cereal as well.
Well, I would say that she's a keeper.
She's a kicker.
Hey, just really quickly, I just want to throw this out there. Hey, Brandy.
She's not here because I just got back from the store.
Hey, Brandy. I know you're listening, and
Yep.
Just wanted to shout out to Brandy Hall. Thank you for listening, for being a part of everything.
Thanks. And now I'm back to the house. So there's a couple of people here that might guest star on this episode of the podcast.
I gotta put the high octane of the Lord in this red car.
You hear that?
Way back.
Wow.
You.
I'm trying to place that voice. I think I've got it.
Okay, go.
Jerry Falwell.
Yep. How did you know that? That's crazy.
I'm actually there, man.
Oh shit. Hey.
Yeah. Hello. Me and Jerry gotta go.
Oh, Jerry's been gotta go.
Yeah. Hey, really quickly, I just wanted to throw this out there. Hey, Everett. No, dude, I know you're listening to the podcast. You can say hi back. It's rude not to. Hey, Everett.
We've got a couple of other guests here as well.
I just wanted to say thanks for listening and for supporting everything that you do for Rotten, dude. That's awesome. And don't think that your stuff goes unnoticed or unappreciated. Thank you so much for your support.
Yes, thank you for your support. And here's another guest.
Hi, I'm another guest.
That's Grim.
I'm Grim.
Grim.
And here's another guest.
Hello,
What's your name?
I'm Butthole.
This is Butthole. Welcome to the audience, Butthole. You have anything to say, Butthole? No. And there's Butthole.
Okay.
I'm glad that finishes up the interview portion of the podcast.
That just barely finishes the introduction. And also the interview. Thank you guys. You guys stay rotten.
What? What?
Oh, I said thank you guys. You guys stay rotten.
Oh, yeah, right. Stay boobs, guys. Flashback humor, since you didn't bring it up yesterday.
Since I didn't bring it up yesterday, right.
That was on me. That was on me.
We haven't. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. So cool, man. Do you want to go ahead and cover the stuff that we need that we've seen and done and
Yeah, the stuff we did yesterday.
Yeah.
Are you is your sound good?
My sound's good. How's your sound?
It's good. I heard a little bit of a feedback for a second there.
Oh, nope. That was my stomach.
Ah, good. Feed me back. You good feedback.
I ate some Hot Wheels.
Ah, neat.
Yeah.
So in the morning time, we had that glorious one-man show known as a podcast.
All right. And what else did we have?
Moving right along. We had Making Up with Stepsis, the first episode.
We did. That was a lot of fun. I need to go and comment on that. Guys, if you check out our videos and like them, even if you don't like them, throw a react on there, throw a comment on there. Let us know what you think about the videos. We definitely love your feedback. And that was the premiere debut of Making Up with Stepsis.
Yep.
It was good.
It took me way longer than I thought it would, and Facebook is a D-bag.
Yeah, I wondered why you were dressed like Jess. Oh, you mean the editing? Got you.
Yeah, that's just the editing, not the actually pretending to be Jess.
Yeah, it was. I didn't know it was going to be a Master Chef style show. That was kind of neat. That was kind of a neat twist.
Did you like the Batman reference in there?
Yes. What's neat about the way that you guys took that, so you go Master Chef style, like you can only use these ingredients. Oh yeah. Man, what am I going to be able to use? Oh, only these really expensive professional products.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing you have to use is extremely expensive professional products. Yay!
Yeah. And then on top of that, it's like, these are the only things you can use. And she's like, I had to leave to go get some other stuff. What is happening here?
I am extremely pleased at how well she did, because it's not like the first thing we've ever got that's Jess solo, but it was the first thing we ever got that she didn't have any direction to go in. She just kind of rolled with it, and I think she did an awesome job.
I think she did too. I think she always does. She is a trooper and just a pleasure. I'm glad that she's doing these shows now.
Me too.
Okay. And then what else did we have?
After that, we had the episode in 6 minutes.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We did have the episode. So let's talk about that for a little bit. Rotten Road, huh?
Oh, did you actually see it?
Of course I watched it last night, Matt.
Good. Yes, yeah. Rotten Road, one of my favorite bits.
Yeah.
I came up with that back when we did strips, I think, the first time, didn't I?
Yeah.
Like the whole Rotten Road thing.
Jesus Christ, no. Don't make me yes and here. You dirty bastard. It's a great bit. farted me through shit on.
Yes, that's a bit that you wrote that we got into a fight about and then found a way to make something beautiful out of it.
Yeah.
Was that before or after I did?
I think it was right before you used it and made a song. I had made the other trailer song.
Very catchy song, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. One of my big problems with it is that I like it so much.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be making fun of him. And then I'm like, this rotten road. I'm like, fuck, it's stuck in my head.
Yeah. Well, so in the episode that I used that song in, I was like, man, so the whole idea was like, man, I'm just going to song and then I'm going to talk over it. Like, hey, no, don't play the fucking song. Like, stop. But then, like, I listened to the song like 5 times because it's catchy, and then I'm like, I don't want to talk over this. This is quality. Don't hide the talent, Jesus.
That is literally why I didn't add the lyrics in.
Yeah, I don't have a.
Talk about it right now. It's getting stuck in my head.
Yeah, we're sorry. Hey, really quick. Hey, Corpsey. Make Corpsey just fucking make any sound, dude.
What are you talking about?
We just want to say thank you for listening to the podcast.
No. What the hell is he saying? What is he yelling at me for?
Supporting the.
I thought you really had reached out to him to join in on the podcast. I thought that was going to be great.
What? Who's he talking about?
Corpsey.
I knew he was going to be talking about Corpsey. Corpsey's badass, dude. Him sharing out our podcast, and that's awesome, dude.
What do you mean you thought I was going to be talking about Corpsey? I literally said Corpsey's name.
Oh, I walked out of the room. Whenever you talk for long periods of time on the podcast, I like to walk away so I don't get angry.
Oh, me too.
Scott, you should know that if I'm talking, Matt must have left the room.
Is he going now?
I don't know. Yes, maybe I am.
So thank you, Corpsey.
Yes, thank you, Corpsey. And Grim just came back just so she could start. Corpsey.
Thank you, Corpsey. Thank you so much.
There's so many other people that listen to this podcast, and we're going to get shout outs to all those people in episodes. But
yeah, all you got to do is go to any post from Rotten Reviews and go, hey guys, I'm really enjoying the podcast, and then we'll find your name and shout you out on the podcast.
And I will block you because you're a yeah, absolutely. We would love to shout you out. We'll shout it all out.
Shout at you.
These are the things I can live without.
Cool. And then we had an episode of the Darker Stories.
Yep, another episode of Darker Stories. That would be episode 5.
Love the stories.
So good. Nick, please never stop making these amazing content.
Yes, please don't. Maybe we should. Well, nah, hey. I think we're fine. Keep going.
Yeah. Just we didn't discuss. We had a premiere this week that somehow eluded our podcast, and it may be my fault or possibly mine. Didn't talk about the Cannibal Tarot.
Oh yeah, we didn't. Well, technically, oh my gosh, days are really hard when it's in morning time. Yeah, she did a kick-ass job on that. And guys, if you're not up at 2:00 on Wednesday, early morning, Wednesday morning, then you're missing out. You have to be there.
Carrie is amazing. She is a badass, and she was so funny. I enjoyed it so much.
She was. And again, Carrie did that all on her own without like any of us telling her, sort of like what we were looking for. She just kind of went with it and rolled. And I think she did an awesome job.
Agreed.
And did a great amount of improv to the audience. I really enjoyed it.
That's fantastic. She, I've noticed when she does her TikTok lives that her interactions with her audience just gets better and better. And that's such a treat. Did you guys get to see the strips from Tuesday.
Yes, of course I saw the last strips. Oh, that's right. That I didn't talk to you about that from the day before.
Yeah, because you were absent from the pod.
No, you cut me out of the podcast. But I liked it. I especially liked your card trick, but it really pissed me off in the end because I know what your card trick is. But I liked it. I thought it was hilarious. And showing everybody coming through, especially the way you froze frame on Tutu's face, that was the funniest shit.
It's the footage I had.
Yeah.
That's it's just what I only use what I work with, buddy. That's it.
You only use what you work with. Okay.
I mean, there's a way that sentence makes sense, but yeah.
I mean, it works. It's not a lie.
Yeah. That episode was an absolute nightmare. I'll tell you like one little funny story about it though. I went through this car wash randomly, and there's all these lights in it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like the fucking Wonka ride. And I was like, and then halfway through the car wash, it just stops, like the whole thing stops. So I had this whole bit written that I was going to do like Wonka song, and then when it stopped, I was going to freak out like I was stuck in the car wash, like this whole bit like fell to shit, like this whole thing, right?
Right.
And I go through the car wash and I blank on the song, and I'm like, what the fuck are the fucking lyrics? And then, like, it doesn't break down. So the whole fucking purpose of me being there doesn't even fucking happen. And I'm like,
dumbass.
There's like a really, really fun B-roll of me going, I'm in love with how fucking shitty this turned out. Yeah. Yep. It was an episode. We got some shit today, man.
Yep.
I don't know what we're still doing on this podcast. We've got a lot of stuff we've got to get done today.
Yeah, and I don't even like know what's actually going to be done today.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because off the jump, we already missed the TikTok thing was supposed to be released on Thursday, so I didn't get that done.
I thought it was done.
No.
Well, I watched some rotten reviews on TikTok, so
okay,
I got my fix.
Fun. Then Grim Story Time, which hasn't been, well, technically maybe hasn't been recorded quite yet.
What does that mean technically?
It hasn't been. And
technically is an unnecessary word there.
No, but it makes it sound smarter.
Yeah, does it? I mean, you could have put like any adjective in there. It blatantly hasn't been.
Blatantly has not been not recorded. Yes, you're right.
Technically, it's about to be recorded 10 hours ago.
Yes, technically, it's about to be recorded 10 hours ago.
Wait, is this one of those time?
Yes.
Okay. So that's definitely a thing that will have had happened.
And what else is there that I'm probably not going to get accomplished today?
My episode of Strips.
Yep, your episode, and I know that
you definitely won't get that done.
I won't be getting that done. Oh my God, there was something else though. I think we're supposed to be releasing reviews, and I haven't gotten that far either. So we'll see. We'll see.
You've got
Darker Stories.
And another episode of Darker Stories.
Yeah, but you also have a haunt tonight.
Yes.
Yes, I do. And alive.
We don't know yet for sure where we're going, but we've tossed a few names around, so it should be quite entertaining.
Yeah, I was gonna try to sneak out to a haunt tonight, to either Columbia Manor or Pope's Haunted Farm. But
nice.
I don't know that I'm gonna get off.
Well, we don't need to know that.
Yeah.
I'm trying, guys.
God, not while we're on the radio.
Keep talking, guys. Tell me more about the stuff we got to get done.
That's got to be it. We have to be pleasured by the things that we can accomplish.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Cool. So it sounds like we've got a lot of stuff. We're just up in the air, and we're gonna see. We've thrown a lot of spaghetti at the wall. And we're gonna see what sticks.
Well, let me say this about this beautiful season. Now, all of you guys know the Rotten way. We overpromise and underdeliver. It's how we roll. But there is going to be all kinds of interesting stuff coming down the pipeline. Just keep an eye on Rotten. The schedule has some words on it and some times on it. They're all irrelevant. Just, you know what? Have fun.
Really,
Yeah.
the schedule was only made to remind us that we made promises.
Yeah, and I think maybe the schedule is throwing people off. On the schedule, there are days of the week. I just was listing days of the week.
Yeah, the time and the days were all just there because Scott's been learning his time periods and days.
That's right. That's right.
Plus, all these people keep asking us to make a calendar, so there you go.
That's right.
I don't think that's what they meant, but that's okay.
Well, it's happened. It's happened.
I will tell you this, that one of the things I really enjoyed from last night is when we went live and interviewed Justin and Bo from Insanatorium about all the stuff that they've got coming out.
You did that last night?
Yes, at about 8:45.
Did I not see that?
Ooh,
Apparently not.
you should have seen it. It was at 8:45.
Oh, yeah. Guys, if you didn't get to see that, go back and watch that from last night. I'm going to have to do it as well. I probably was passed out in my own sick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As has been my 8:32.
TMI.
I didn't want you guys to think I was.
Okay.
Didn't have an end to that sentence, which is weird.
Yeah. Well, all right then. Just remember 8:45.
We'll do. I will do. I will remember that it aired last night at 8:45.
Yes.
Awesome. Anything else we need to tell people before we jump into our other section?
I mean, all I want to remind them is we don't know what we're talking about.
That's not something they needed a reminding of. Hey, Matt.
Yes.
Not you. Hey, Matt.
Oh my God. He doesn't listen to this. He's lying.
Hey, I just want to thank you for listening to the.
I'm glad you didn't do that shout out yesterday. That would have been awkward.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for your comment.
Great comment.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break. We'll be back next year. When we come back, we will go commercial.
And now for a word from our rotten Maynard Grim Lip.
Hello. Tune in to Rotten Reviews Friday at 7 to watch me read you some stories. It'll be Grim Storytime Season 2.
Welcome to the other side of that commercial.
Welcome back to the podcast, the worst part of the podcast.
Also, similarly as bad as the other part of the podcast. On that part of the podcast, you get rotten news. On this one, you get Christian Slater with boobs and well digs.
Yep.
But you're not getting well digs today, and you're not getting a boobed Joaquin Phoenix. Sorry, tuned in for. Today, we'll be talking about the Snallygaster.
The Snallygaster?
The Snallygaster.
What is a Snallygaster?
You know, the Snallygaster.
Never heard of it.
It's like a bird reptile chimera.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Tell me
Yeah.
more.
So these these people around the DC area, the Baltimore area, there's been multiple sightings of a Snallygaster.
Those look like creatures from Fallout 76.
Okay, well, it would be 1876. Oh, history joke.
That's why it's called that.
What?
Because it's set in 1876.
Oh, I don't know games.
I don't think that's true, though.
Oh.
I think I just made that up.
Who should we check?
I don't know. Go to court stenographer, read back the last 27 minutes of the podcast.
I hate my job. I hate my job. I hate my job.
Oh, the Snallygaster. Listen, they actually used the idea of that because in Fallout 76, it's actually the Snallygaster.
I mean, that would make sense.
Because, they did a lot of cryptids in 76.
Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot of cryptids in 1876.
No.
1776.
No.
2086.
Fallout.
Fallout 76.
But yeah, those things are terrifying looking. What's the story behind that?
What's kind of weird is that like the first sightings were from like German immigrants. The reason I say that that's weird is like that's always noted that it was like German immigrants who were like the first people to report this. So the reason I find that weird is like, are they seeing something that they're relating to something from their country, their home country?
Yeah.
And are they relating it? Because like this creature is like, it reeks of a European monster. We don't have Chimera-esque creatures per se in North America.
Yeah.
But you see that, this thing is very, well, I hate to say Chimera, but Chimera, the hippogriff kind of,
Yeah.
not really Sphinx, but Sphinx was.
Well, you think about it, we don't have a lot of lizard cryptids at all.
Huh.
We have a few, but not a lot of them.
Yeah. That's fair.
If you don't count like Nessie as a lizard and as a sea creature, you know what I mean?
Or as American.
Oh, yeah, good point. Touche. Touche.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of lake monsters unless you count Nessie. Or every fucking lake that's actually in America.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Lake
apparently,
Lanier monster.
Huh?
Lake Lanier monster.
Yeah. Lake Mineth, ice sharks.
Well, I know for a fact that there are monsters in Lake Mineth. Ice sharks.
Along with freshwater jellyfish.
Yeah, and we literally caught freshwater jellyfish, so tell me that there are not ice sharks in there.
There's not ice sharks in there.
That you're a lying piece of shit, and you'll take it back. I'll take it to the grave.
That's fair. There are ice sharks in that lake. They are terrifying.
So far we've talked about ice sharks and lakes that aren't not Loch Ness.
Yeah, and we mentioned the Snallygaster. So the thing about chimeras, though, and here's what I was kind of curious when I was thinking about the Snallygaster earlier. The thing about chimeras is like, what three creatures would you most like to see as a chimera?
Oh, let's see. A monkey,
Okay.
a shark, and a rooster.
And how would those parts work?
The shark part is the sharky part.
Oh, okay. Yep, got that. I'll scribble that down.
So imagine the upper torso of the shark, the arms of a monkey, and the lower body of a chicken.
Okay. And this is a water or a land dwelling?
Yes.
Oh, it's amphibious.
Sure.
and you're hating this game.
It can also fly like a chicken.
Wait, it has arms.
Yeah, but it can fly like a chicken.
What the fuck, dude? You go, it's got arms like a chicken. I write it down like an asshole. Like, what the fuck are chicken arms?
No, they have monkey arms, not chicken arms. Arms of a monkey, head and torso of a shark, lower body of a chicken.
But it can fly with its lower chicken body.
Like a chicken, yes.
That's not, chickens don't fly with their feet.
Chickens don't fly, you idiot.
Have you never played Legend of Zelda?
I thought you were going to say you've never played Throw a Chicken in the Air.
Have you ever played I Bet This Chicken Can't Fly?
You never played Bottle Rocket Up the Chicken's Ass.
Have you never played Basket Chicken?
I love how we do these deep dives on these cryptids.
It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. So there's that.
There it is.
I'm trying to find out words at I'm looking through my notes here. There's a museum that is dedicated to the Snallygaster, and I was just seeing something earlier about how they were looking for, like, the Snallygaster Museum, which was kind of the inspiration for this particular episode.
Well, if that's the case, you guys go and find whatever the hell he's talking about and help keep the Snallygaster Museum open.
Yes. It is in, let me see where it's at.
We support people that are easy to find.
Yeah. They have a GoFundMe. They're trying to do the thing for the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to get some crowdfunding. You know, it's the pandemic hurt a lot of these places that thrive off of the tourism of the cryptid. Yeah. Mothman festival didn't go on this year, and that brings so much money into that community that, you know, it really hurt that community to not have that. And things like Snallygaster Museum and other, I was trying to think of some other ones that were like that, just kind of were hurting. So if there's an opportunity that we can pitch in and save some stuff, because these kind of things that people really adore, these things, I don't want those to go away.
I agree.
I'll say the same, man.
Yeah.
The haunt season was impacted in certain parts of the nation because of you know, the different situations we were in. But if you've got a local haunt, man, support that local haunt.
Well, it's like I can tell you haunts that have shut down, you know, since all the pandemic stuff, maybe not just because of it, but right off the top of my head, East Boga and Sanatorium and Sloss.
Yeah.
Luckily, and Sanatorium is opening back up in a new location, and you can get all the information if you go back and watch the interview at 8:45 last night.
What time was it last night?
8:45 last night.
Yeah, on the Rotten Reviews page.
Yes.
That's really awesome.
I'll also be making an edit of it to release as like just an edited interview piece.
Okay, cool. Hey, just curiosity, and this is a little bit off topic, but I had heard something about East Boga Manor not opening this year. But I also heard that there was another haunt in that area that may be open this year.
Yes, there is. It's called
City of Chaos.
City of Chaos, I believe.
Okay. And this is a new group?
I'm not exactly sure, to tell you the truth.
Huh. Well, I am curious about what happens there. The Purgatorium in Pensacola is not opening this year. Which is kind of stinks. I wanted to hit the Purgatorium in Pensacola and Creepy Hollow in Jay, Florida. on one of these weekend trips, but with that one down, that's going to impact that. So, yeah, guys, seriously, these haunts are labors of love and are so adored by the people who work there and so adored by the fans that go there. If you don't spend a lot of time at haunts, we do encourage you to go out to haunts and just see what great time that people have going to these haunts and do what you can to support them.
Agreed. I heard that Mountain Creek will be opening this weekend as well.
Is this their opening weekend?
I'm not for sure. It might have been, but I haven't seen any posts from them, so I just didn't know. But they definitely say they're opening this weekend, so I know for a fact that is happening.
Okay. I actually was in that neck of the woods. That's near Prattville, Alabama. And that's Verbena is where that is. And
Yes.
wanted to check that out, but I think I looked and couldn't easily find a schedule, and then I got pulled into a different direction. So
Yeah,
kind of the nature of the beast.
indeed.
Kind of the nature of the season. So it is Friday. We'll announce on the page later today what haunt we'll be at.
Yes.
Right. And same thing goes for Saturday. So if you want to see us or see the haunts that we're at, check out the page. Also check out the new content and watch for our live live after the haunt on Friday.
Yes, indeedy dude.
Anything else we need to cover?
I mean, the Snallygaster I figured, but since we're going to leave that there, I think we're good.
You guys stay rotten.
Stay rotten, guys.
Join us next time for another episode of Rotten Mournings.